like that and being seated on stage like that. I'd now like to invite on stage Mr. Parul Soni from ABWCI. Oh, he's already here, yes. Anuj Prasad, Ms. Arundhati Prasad from Westmania, our real heroes. Pooja and Geeta from PVR Nest Centers. And we all
I really think it's not about difficult or easy. I think it's about doing justice to your own love for cricket. You know, I think that's what is most important. And also when you do film on a game that you watch every day, it's not about just capturing the game as it is, but it's giving back to the game something the game hasn't seen. So it's not just borrowing from the game and showing it like we see it every day on television, but inventing something for the game, looking at the game slightly differently, or saying, hey, I haven't seen this on the regular matches. So that I think was the key.
I know we all have been practicing on stage, by the way, the Ghoomer moment.
Yeah.
I might just try kari thi, but moving on to Saiyami, I want to ask you this question. I know that throughout the filming of the movie, you have been practicing a lot with your left arm. In fact, nimbu pani banana mushkil ho gaya tha. So, what all have you gone through in terms of physical, preparation or mental to get into the
R Balki, sir.
Namaste everyone, thank you so much for coming here. And, we're very glad to be here, we're very glad to be in Delhi. Thank you PVR. Yeah, it is a very very special role क्योंकि ये मेरा ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट था. बचपन से मैं क्रिकेट खेलते आ रही हूँ, तो मेरे लिए क्रिकेट खेलना स्क्रीन पर बिल्कुल एक ड्रीम था. प्रेपरेशन तो लगी थी. मैं राइट हैंडर हूँ लाइफ में, तो लेफ्ट हैंड से सीखनी पड़ी क्रिकेट. And I had to train a whole lot of other stuff to do with one hand, but it all just feels all very worth it when you see a reaction like this. So thank you.
Thank you. So just out of enthusiasm, I tried writing with left hand and I literally scribbled. So moving on to Mr. Angad Bedi, I need to ask you this. You come from a cricket family, of course, massive influence. You were recently, all of you were there at MCG, and that's an iconic place. And for any cricket lover for that matter, just walk us through the experience of Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Sat Shri Akal ji, सारे लोग. It was really, for me, it was very overwhelming because I've heard many stories about Sir Donald Bradman. And to be there, witnessing, just standing, there's a few pictures of him. There's a statue of him. Then there's the late Shane Warne, whose statue is there. We try to copy his action and take a few pictures. And then Dennis Lilly. These are the people my father has spoken very profoundly. And he shared the dressing room during when he played the World 11 also with Dennis Lilly. So yes, it was. I've always, from my heart, have been a sports person, right? And just to be there, I know that I didn't play for the country, that was a dream, but just to be standing there and taking it all in was very, very beautiful.
Wow, overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Abhishek, this is a question. I know that you love sports and you have been involved in a lot of sports as well. How has it transformed you in different phases of your life? You know, being in love with sports and you're passionate about it. How has that transformed you or evolved you?
Good afternoon, everyone. If I may take the liberty of asking them a question first.
Yes, please, absolutely.
Okay. How is the film? Is it okay? Yeah? ठीक था ना? It finally proves that women are better than men, right?
Anytime, sir.
We don't say that enough, but any problems at all, or it was okay? Because we can catch him, he's right here, you can beat him up right now. There's no greater endorsement of PVR that the minute anybody comes to PVR, you have to have popcorn first. You have a separate answer.
Because for the success of a woman, man plays a bigger role which you have.
Alright.
They have done. We all have done. It's team effort. Yeah. So you think it's worthy of a proper release, or? Y'all are the first public to see this film in the world. I would like you to know that. We had a premiere in Melbourne, but that was for an invited audience. So y'all are the first people, so y'all have the bragging rights to go and say, we've seen Ghoomer. And hopefully y'all will speak fondly of the film. Great, okay. To answer your question, I've played a lot of sport in my childhood, and I continue to today. And I feel in fact, Angad and I were discussing this on the flight on the way over, that it is absolutely imperative for all parents to encourage their children to play some sort of a sport.
Absolutely.
Sport is, I think, one of the greatest teachers in life. It teaches you so many values, and it teaches you so much about how to deal with certain situations in life. To start with, integrity in team spirit, an attitude to never give up. The match or the game is never over till the final whistle blows, and at that point in time, anything can happen. As Anina showed you, right? You can do it. It's not over till it's over. So never give up attitude. Teamwork, leadership, how to take instruction, how to follow instruction. There's so many parallels you can draw with your daily life and sport. So I think it's an integral part of everybody's life. It should be. And for me, it certainly has. I mean, till date, you use a lot of your experiences. I used to play basketball, so I've used a lot of my experiences from the basketball court in day-to-day dealings. I'm sure Angad does with cricket. Saiyami, not only does she play cricket, she was a state-level badminton player as well. So, yeah, she's...
Wow.
We had, Leonardo da Vinci, who was the Renaissance man, and here's the Renaissance woman. She does everything. So I think it's very, very important, and I think we were just discussing, because we both have young children, and we were both discussing about how we think it's so important to have them play some sort of sport, because it'll equip them for later life.
Thank you.